So we'll have the complementary color scheme of the pink, kind of some red in here and green. We're going to have opposing angles. We're going to use cling film on the whole thing this time. I'm going to dot in some stronger pink pigment, but I have a much easier time painting on big paper because I can really let my arm go through some movements. Speaking of introductions, let's introduce some red. Here and here, because at this point, fusions can happen, and I would like some fusions because we will put on cling film and that will adjust how this turns out. I'm not being super careful about how my foliage is looking. I'm just splattering it on. I'll let that muse merge with the peony. I'm okay with that. Let's first get it on, and now, just like we did for the study, I'm going to, now this gets a little more complicated though, because we've got a lot of flowers now. I'm going to soften it, but now it's all wet. There we go. This one's off to the side, so I'm thinking about how those petals would be. I'm trying to get the lines to go in the directions that these petals would be. And it's not going to be perfect. It's not an exact science. Well, that's part of the fun of art in general, is finding out what kind of results are we going to get. If you don't have marks that give you what you need, make some up. You're allowed to do that. I am not a watercolor purist. So if you lose some light and you need to go in with some gouache to bring it back, go ahead. I'm not going to judge you. So much of this really is just looking to see what the painting needs as it dries and not going into wet areas if they're too wet, and having the imagination to make things up. Be brave. Go in with that stronger color. But we also want to paint bold because we're not afraid. It's just a flower. Don't you love having options? We can either create the edge using green, blending it away, or we can go in with pink and paint positively. If you see something you like, go for it. We're artists, let's be big for our britches. Sometimes things get to a point where it's like, ugh, whatever, just go in with some strong color and darn the consequences.